Ghazanfar joined my batch program from Australia and he cleared PMP today. One of the interesting things, Ghazanfar, I want to share about Australia, every single student who has joined has cleared PMP. So welcome to the
That's really
club. Welcome to the club, first of all. One of the interesting thing about students from Australia is that when my batch start, which is 7 p.m., it's 1 a.m. in Australia. So most of them have actually either watched the recorded videos and then asked the question as we move forward. So I'm extremely delighted when these guys clear. I give my 100% to make sure even they cannot join the live classes, or some of them do join the live classes, they become certified PMP. So far, 100% success record is good. It's not a bad record.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Look, luckily the students who are living in Perth and Darwin, they are I think the difference is 3 hours. But well, if you are living in Melbourne and Sydney, it's a difference is 6 hours. And if it's in
Hmm.
the summers, like in January, February, it will be 7 hours difference. So right now, when I started joining the batch, it was 6 hour difference.
Yeah, yeah. So that's interesting. Okay, Pratik, why don't you share your entire PMP's journey so that we can take it from there and then I will ask the question as we move forward. Please.
All right. First of all, thanks, Amer. Thank you very much for your guidance, mentorship, and all your efforts, patience. Without this, honestly speaking, I was unable to clear it. And you helped us. So really thankful and grateful for your effort and all the stuff that you have done so far. Look, I was actually watching you since 2022, and it was in my list to do the PMP, but I did not again getting the time because of the time difference. And finally, I think I reached out to you in January 2023, and I messaged you, "Hey, Amir, can I get your 7-step formula?" So, and then I listening to your journey videos, and it's really fascinated me that the students are coming and getting done the PMP in just a matter of 1 month. So why not myself? And then again, if the classes start at 1 a.m., finish at 7 or 8 a.m., then I start to the work. It was really, a complex schedule for me. Then I said, look, it will be continue. And then finally I decide to join you in batch 5. And interestingly, when you called me, you said to me, brother, join my batch. I will make sure that you will get certified PMP. And after that, I was wondering how this man is more confident that in just a matter of 1 month and 2 months, I will get certified PMP. And let's start it in the month of May. And it was winter here in May, June, July, August, all the time. And it's just 1 a.m. at the night. I said, let's start. And 2 weeks, I'd say 2 weeks. My target was to get the PMP cleared by 30th of June, but due to the delay in center date, it has been pushed to one more month. And look, apparently it was better for me that I get more time to understand all the things. But long story short, now I'm here and I'm thrilled to to say that I'm certified PMP now.
Yeah, you are a certified PMP. So one of the most important thing about the journey was that, like, how do I know that? You see, there's an input, there's an output. If you put the right input, right tools and technique,
Hmm,
you're meant to get the right output. And
hmm,
when you, I have helped like thousands of PMP. So that's how I developed my confidence. Of course, there is variation. Our success record is still 99%. It's not 100%, but the goal is to keep moving forward, seeing how we can improve it, getting thousands of PMP along the way, and making sure they get it done. Okay, let's talk about the exam first, then I will come to the other things. How did you manage time in the exam?
Time as per our discussion last night call, 80, 75, 75, but I realized that the first was 82 minutes. The second was able to manage in 77, and the last one I did had I think 1 minute left, and I just go back to one of my question, and I finish it. So it was not that issue.
Okay, it was not that an issue. Time management was okay. Now, this is
Yeah.
what I wanted to say to every single student. I always say that PMPs of three steps: understanding the topics, doing the question answers, root cause analysis, and the time management is the last thing. So I actually said to him a day before yesterday, this is how you are going to manage your time. And that worked good because we are recording the time. That would be good. Okay, let's talk about this thing. Which area of the exam was most dominant?
Look, agile, hybrid, communication, stakeholder, and a little bit question on I think maybe one or two question on quality and risks, but majority of question was with those four domains: agile, hybrid, predictive as well, and stakeholder and communication. But
Mhm,
I would like to highlight it. My all the question what I have got, I would say 80% of the question was 3 to 4 liners, and it was not a simple plain question that you can have a look and said, or this will be the answer straight away. So it was a tricky, confusing, and puzzling question what I got it. but
mhm.
but thanks to you again that we had a clear concept, had a clear concept, went to request that, the chain request and all this stuff, which is why, still again I am able to clear it.
Yeah, yeah. I have an interesting concept. Like he was saying that I will record the journey tomorrow, and I said no. Today, I want to get this information from him. Any formula question, any critical path question?
Not the critical part. I got the part question, and it was the third last question I got it, and it was more than a half page question. And I said, what is actually it is? And it was a scenario based question where they said you can save a money by doing this estimation, all the stuff. Though I can share the question, I remember it, but I'm not allowed to do that, which is why I'm not doing it. But it's more than a half page question where they give me a scenario based question, that a company almost, doing some business case analysis, and where they thought they can save a money by doing or making the product itself. So high likely chances this, and then they give how much money you can save it. So you need to then multiply with the amount of months you have paid last year and the amount of, the paid amount you can pay to your internal employee and make it. Yep.
Mm, yeah, okay. Let's talk about since all the students who are in the class right now, Pratik, Ari, Brenuka, no, not Ari, Australian Academy, all of them are kind of a batch 8 student. So tell me this thing, how important is lesson learned?
Look,
Ari
lesson
also.
learns.
Yeah.
Yep. Lesson learns, is, I would say, is one of the tool, to crack this PMP. If you are not doing the lesson learns, the root cause analysis, and these things. I remember the last 6 months when I did it, you mentioned me to go through and revise it, and luckily I got 2 or 3 questions from that, from the same from the same mock. And while I was revising, and when you have given me all those mocks, so I was just checking why I have put this answer as a correct one, why this answer as a wrong one. And though it's really helped, which is why when I was doing the exam, I was checking, that this really helped me. If I did not do this lesson run and, the root cause analysis, maybe, it will be really hard for me to clear the PMP.
Hmm. To clear the PMP and looking into that. How important the coaching calls were? They are going to have the first coaching call today. So, but how important the coaching call?
Look, honestly speaking, I I was not able to manage, the coaching call, live coaching call, but I always, listen to all those coaching call, 180 marathon and all that stuff. it really helped, because all the question you are posting on LinkedIn, you are posting on, your pages, so you are discussing those questions in the coaching call as well. If you have any issues, if you have any concerns, you specifically, detail root cause analysis, why this is wrong, why this is right, if there's any concern. So I would suggest, if anyone can attend it, please do attend it in the live session. If not, please, have a look into, if you can do it, recorded, listen to the recorded one as well.
Mhm. So you go live. If you cannot go live, then at
Yep.
least watch the recording. But it is important, paramount, to watch the coaching call. Now, the third thing, which is the third part of my success coaching, how was a follow up?
Follow up was, I would say that throughout, from I think since June till now, it's remarkable. And since I have informed you that I have scheduled my test, is frequent communication, tracking the progress, is going, is going through the roof, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really helped, because I know, look, it is almost 9 p.m. at the night here. If I'm doing any more, Amer sir will gonna be ask me, "Hey Ghazanfar, what's an update? Where are we?" So I will definitely do it, because I need to answer him, and then you can give me your guidance and advice, what's the next step to do. And that's really help. And this is, if I am not, sharing my issues with you, if I'm not sharing, what I having an issue, you cannot resolve it, you cannot guide me. And which is why, even if I got the score 62%, I share with you. And sometimes I got, demotivated, I got upset, and you said to me that, no need to upset it, because you are doing a great job, and it's you are motivating us as well. Truly a servant leader mindset.
So that's an interesting thing to look into. That let's get to the mocks. So you did a good amount of mocks. Apart from the last 6 mocks, of course, those are PMI ATP mocks. Which mocks do you think are most important for preparing for your PMP exam?
Look, the last 6 mocks, which is the 180 mocks,
Mhm.
covering all the topics, and especially the mock 4, 5, is really important, where you are, getting more difficult question. And if you have done the root cause correctly, in the right way, what you suggest, you know I can almost guarantee you that if it's a tricky or puzzling question, confusing question in the exam, you will be able to crack it. But if you are just going through, oh, this is right, this is wrong, and then it will not really help.
Then it will not help. Okay, okay. Any final advice for the people who are preparing for the PMP exam, how they should do it?
Yes, sure. Look, I would highly recommend, go, a thoroughly understanding of especially those 4 topics with the concepts, while you are, the concept you are discussing in your coaching call, in your classes, especially agile communications, stakeholder and hybrid hybrid methodologies, and predictive as well. So go through these questions. While you are going through those questions, have a good understanding of your concept, why I am doing this, right? If I am selecting a risk register, if I am selecting an issue register, why I am doing this. If you will do that, trust me, you will be able to clear the PMP. And one more thing, if you can schedule the exam as soon as possible, do it, because you are in the momentum, you will be
I
able to do it.
strongly disagree with that. I strongly
Disagree?
disagree.
All right. Look, I
I
thought that, because it's a one month delayed. It's a 1 month delayed for me, because I was in the momentum when we have started. We have doing the mocks and all this stuff, and since a 1 month gap, I just get relaxed. Oh, after 1 month, I will get and then I will busy in my schedule.
you s-
So which is why
you
I
see
thought,
you see Ghazanfar, in Australia, getting dates in the center become challenging, which is
yes.
not the case in India or
Mm,
Pakistan or UAE, Kuwait, Qatar. It is the case in Saudi Arabia. But what
mm,
happened if you book the exam? Okay, you did it. That was great. But if you book the exam and you and something happens, life happens, you can get sick, things like that, then that becomes challenging. Okay, that is
Mm.
why I would not go towards that side, like book the exam and do it that way. I kind of disagree with that. Okay, guys,
Mm.
Pratik, Australian Academy, Ari, Branuka, if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask him question directly. This guy just cleared the exam. What else I can give it to you? Okay. So you can raise your hand, you can ask the question if you have any question, or you can put in the comments if you don't want to ask. Now, a very important thing, Ghazanfar, each one teach one is the name of the game. Okay, each one teach one is the name of the game. You know my mantra that every single student has to teach other student, and one by one, we can build this community better and guide every single one. That is the first thing. Secondly, I'm gonna have a PMP marathon this Sunday, and the questions that I use, you know that they are made by certified PMPs. So if you can make 10 to 20 questions and send to me, maybe tomorrow. Today is 9 p.m. I want you to relax. You did a good job. Maybe by tomorrow, if you can give me the 10 question, not the exact exam question, and in the context of the exam question. Okay, 10 to 20. I will be using that in the PMP exam. Okay, not exam, PMP marathon.
PMP
Okay,
marathon, sure.
PMP marathon, because PMP marathon is not recorded, it will be live and that's it. Okay, so that will be great. I will also give you PDUs for that, and I will
Mm.
tell you also once you send me the question how to gain the PDUs. Now you need 60 PDUs in next 3 years. I'll tell you the free way to do that for cost nothing. First of all, I'll give you PDUs for this, and then I will tell you what else to do. Okay, many thanks. It was
One thing I
understand.
just want to share it is just not a promotion, but maybe you don't need to read a book to to clear the PMP, but I
Yeah,
think maybe you required Amer's training to clear the PMP. Otherwise, it's less likely you will clear it. So
yeah.
this is my
Thank
insight.
you. Thank you. I did not ask you about the book, but thank you for saying it. Renuka wanted to ask. Yes, Renuka, please unmute yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah, congratulations first of all to
Thanks very
you.
much.
Yeah, your name is sorry, Abbas
Ghazanfar,
or
yes. Yeah, Abbas, you
Ghazanfar.
can call me Abbas. Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can call me
okay.
Abbas.
Okay, so congratulations for that. So yeah, so I have one query. Okay, I don't know, like you feel the same or no. When he's taking the questionnaires, right? I go in the panic mode because of that 3 4 lines, right? And I started he recommended like read the last line. As only 2 class we have done, but still I'm sharing. How can I improve this? So he said read just the last line and then read the the starting lines. But then yeah, for 1 or 2 question I am able to control that panic mode. But then after that again I come back to the normal mode. So how do you control that?
Look, honestly speaking, it was very difficult for me because
Yeah.
when I started, but when you will do 2000 questions, after solving each and
Don't
question.
tell them the number. Don't tell. They have been asking me how many questions we are gonna solve.
No, no,
I never
no.
do.
So you will be able to do it, and it really helped when you will sit in in the exam,
Hmm.
when the timer clicks, and it's and you will, maybe sometime you don't have a time, will just read out the last line and you will get an idea what needs to be done. Sometimes the question is, what project management should have to be done to avoid these types
Hmm.
of questions, so you will able to know that what we have to do. So, and then you will get the first line and you will get an idea. Sometimes it's a bit difficult when
Hmm.
the question is a bit tricky and puzzling, but it in 90 of the scenario, 90% of the scenario, you will able to crack the answer. You will able to crack the answer, but it required practice, and Amir sir, he is here to help.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
that timer is also, it's time like it's kind of a time bomb.
Hmm.
So same question, if you ask me without timer, I would attempt it correctly. But with the
Hmm.
timer, I go in panic mode and I make a mess there.
But
That
it's
so
all about
yeah,
practice. Don't worry about it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if you are having a coaching call, if you are doing the mocks, practice the questions. Honestly speaking, if we are comparing ourselves with another person who are doing the PMP, I'm not
Mm,
discouraging anyone. I myself personally, having training with Amer, Sir Amer, a knowledge as well, education as well, and I am able to solve question in a more relaxed way rather than in a more panic way. It's just all about the practice. Once you will
Right.
do questions, understand everything, you will be able to do it. Trust me.
And I'm not worried about 3,000 question. I would enjoy it, but the
Hmm.
only pain is when he asks us to do the lesson learn.
Hmm. This is the
It's
key. This is the key. If you will not do it, you will not learn it.
yeah, I know. Yeah, we have to do that. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Pain
I am
lesson.
planning lesson learn is a pay means it is very time consuming with the office and all.
Yeah,
But
I
once we
agree.
said no, it's very interesting. But thing
I
is, if we
agree.
into go into that, the world vanish for me. So I forget my family and my office. So, you know.
It's okay. Things, some things, you see, it is said in the that in life nothing is free. Okay,
Right.
nothing is free. You have to manage them, compromise them, look into that, accommodate that things
Accommodate.
to, yeah, to accommodate to get the next level. So I totally respect what you are saying. Okay, Pratik is asking how many hours did you study each weekday and how many hours on weekends?
Honestly speaking, I was not able to get enough time on the weekdays. If I'm working from home, I did get the time to do it, but during the office hours, no. But weekends, I try my best. From the even once I have scheduled my test, I have given almost 2 to 3 hours to do the mocks, doing the root cause analysis, and just sending on to the parent groups, our batch group, and just got the question and answers and just discussing with Sir Amir. So it's not really matter, how many hours you are studying. It's all about you. If you are doing in 2 hours, if you can do it in 2 hours, in a week, it should be fine for you. How it matters how quickly you are understanding, you are grasping all those concepts.
Okay, great.
Yes, sure. Continue,
Not
please.
quantity, not quantity, but quality. Yeah. But remember, MVP. Let's not
Hmm.
quality jeopardize you. You start doing procrastination and you don't take a step at all. Like I'm a person who has 2000 plus videos on YouTube, and there are trainers bigger than me. I mean, 70, 80 videos. So one way is that's not that one is right or other is wrong. It's just I'm a big believer of put it out, get a customer feedback and improve it. MVP. With that, looking forward, Ghazanfar, for your questions. Do share it with
Sure.
me. Okay. And thank you very much. And have a nice evening. We watch a good movie or enjoy 14th
One
August
thing
maybe.
I just want to share. When I was having a question, I was actually smiling because yesterday when you have given me word file, the key points to read out, where you have mentioned in a line assess, 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 in a bold, assess, assess, assess. And I think I have got 3 or 4 questions on assess and analyze. And I said, this is the key. If I was not able to read those document twice or thrice, maybe I missed this key point as assess, assess, and assess thing.
Yeah, yeah. This is kind of an interesting thing to look into that how you can work. What are the things to look and move forward into that context. Thank you very much for the very nice journey and enjoy it. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.
Thanks everyone. Thank you very much. Thanks Amir again. Thank you.